Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to Sakura Succubus 2. My name is MS-Punker1, and we are at the sports center to interview and take photos of this tennis star, Hazel Williams. And also in the last video where before we could actually start her, we had to take care of a receptionist that, to deal with a receptionist too, that is obviously jealous of us and probably in love with Hazel. But let's see how this job will go. What will happen? Ahem. I clear my throat when call out to Hazel. It's nice to meet you, Hazel Williams. I've heard a lot about you. My name is Ugasawara Hiroki, and I've come to photograph you for the Sakura Daily. Would you mind if I took up a few seconds of your time? Hazel snaps her head up. Gets to her feet then jogs over to me. Her face flushed from exertion. She's a bit sweaty after all those stretches, and her clothes are clinging to her body. Her hair is mashed up, and the pearl pleats, plate or whatever, of her white skirt are rumbled. I do my best not to gawp at her thighs. Yuriko, would that be the reception in Miss that works here? So that woman's called Yuriko, is she? That's good to know. Really, though, that's such a prophetic name. I can't think of a more fitting name given the way she was salivating over Hazel. It's so funny. I can stop myself from sniggering. Hazel peers up at me. Yeah, 2 eyes and 1 nose and a mouth. Hazel, I can't help but notice he's being far more familiar than Yuriko was. He's not calling me by my family name, though we're strangers. Is that because she only half Japanese? It's very tight. Oh no, I was just thinking. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. She was a little put off about that. Hazel nods, but her expression is uncomprehending. She did, as a matter of fact. She already left. Though you were so focused on your warm-ups, you must have missed her. You don't need to worry about that. I don't know if she could be angry at you. She seemed far madder at me for taking up the time. Wasn't anything I couldn't handle. Now, I reach for my bag, I unzip it and then extract a very expensive camera. We only have an hour to get together. Well, more like 15 minutes after all that chatting. I want to make the minutes count, so we should probably get started with the photo shoot. I don't want to make up any more, to take up any more of your time than I already have. I care about every client I work with. I know that you're a busy woman. Yuriko made it quite apparent that you're training for a big event. If our photography session was to run over, I think she flaw me alive. Hazel laughs. Hazel picks up her racket before waiting for my response and gives it a swing. She's positively brimming with energy. It's a bright one, devoid of malice. Yuriko might have been standoffish, but Hazel is the exact opposite. Friendliness is effusive. It practically oozes out of her, like the jelly of a stuffed donut. I like Hazel already. Looks like this photo shoot should be quite simple, straightforward one. Seems cooperative enough at any rate. Some action shots would be nice, but I thought you looked quite fatigued, fetching when you were limbering up just now. Maybe I could take a few shots of you doing a few stretches first. Hazel sets the required racket down again and beams. She leans in towards me, arms linked behind her back. Her eyes become half-lidded. Her voice sultry when she says, Yeah. I think Hazel's still talking about stretches. I hope she is, at least. But that devilish little grin of her face is giving me all numbers of inappropriate thoughts. Be gone, wicked thoughts. I can't afford to fantasize about Hazel Williams. I don't want to prove Yukiko right. For all I know, Hazel and Yukiko are an item. That certainly explains Yukiko's possessiveness. I don't want to come between them. I come here to do my job and that's it. I can control these urges. That does sound interesting, yes. Would you care to show me some of these poses? Cycle through a few different ones and I snap away at various angles. Don't mind me. Hazel grins. I was in the middle of adjusting the lens on my camera, but this comment makes me pause. Do you know Agil? Well, you only see the mask, but not what's behind it. Oh, right, I see. I should have figured. I was momentarily caught off guard by the mention of Ayu, but I really shouldn't have been. Lots of people know about Ayu. She's famous for a reason. I had wondered if Hazel, like Ayu, was a succubus. But I guess these assumptions were off base. Why am I thinking about this now? I'm getting distracted. Alright, back to the shoot. Show me what you got. Hazel drops down on the floor, her back turned towards me. Her legs are spread like a pair of scissors. The flats of her palms against the tennis courts. The pose looks like a difficult one to hold. Looks like a difficult one to hold, given how spread her thighs are. But I'm sure it requires a lot of concentration. It's definitely not impressive, but Hazel looks at me from over the shoulder. It's certainly eye-catching, but when Hazel shifts I can see something that looks soft and fleshy, distinctly peach-colored beneath the hem of her skirt. Is she seriously going commando? Hazel pouts. You're not wrong there, but I think it might be a bit too much for the Sakura daily. That is because, well, you're lying on the floor with your legs spread and you're not wearing any underwear. You're a useless lesbian. That's what I think, but I decided to keep that scathing remark on to myself. If Yurko had heard me casting her dear Hazel in such a way, I think she might poke one of my eyes out. Instead I tell her, let's take it for the readers. It's just a bit something I can't read, sorry. That's all. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but it might attract an unsavory kind of clientele. Hazel wrinkles her nose. I just mean this sort of photograph is probably too scandalous. Oh, Sakura sexy man to be published in a newspaper. Laughing, Hazel gets to her feet. Doesn't look at all ashamed that she nearly flashed me, though she isn't even blushing. This girl is impressive in more ways than one. She might be a talented sportswoman, but she's also a massive airhead. I think she might be even denser than Cosmos, and she asked me to walk her around town on a leash. Hazel strikes a slightly more generic again pose, both arms raised above her head. It has far less dynamism than her previous pose, but it's much safer. This way she is not in danger of exposing herself to the nation or to me. Alright, that's more like it. Give Hazel a thumbs up of approval, which makes her giggle. Now it's time to get down to business. I'm going to take a whole bunch of photos. Time elapsed while I snap shot after shot of Hazel. Though she's something of a celebrity, she's incredibly easy to work with. She doesn't have any airs of grace. And she isn't cold or aloof. I probably said the first things wrong there, but anyway. She obeys every one of my suggestions and even throws in a few extra of her own. I soon wrap up our shoot with about 15 minutes to spare. I'm very pleased with all the pics I've taken. Just hope my boss will be similarly satisfied. Alright, I think we can call it for the day. Thanks for all your hard work, Hazel. I appreciate it a lot. Why would we go there of all places? You don't want me to take photos of you getting undressed, do you? I run a hand beneath machine. You know what? That's not a bad suggestion. Don't sell yourself short like that. You've been wonderful to work with, and I don't think you're stupid. Hazel approaches me. She wraps her arm around mine, then tugs me off the tennis court. Hey, Hazel. I twist myself free of Hazel's grip, which takes a fair bit of strength. Her arms are very toned, no doubt from working out, and her grip's tighter than I run. If she weren't so sweaty, I doubt would have been able to wiggle away from her. She shuddered when she's shorter than me, but she has more muscle mass. I wonder if she could beat me in arm wrestling competition. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think I can go to the changing rooms. I'm a man. I wouldn't I distract the other woman there? That's very nice of you, but I wouldn't want to be a bother. Besides, Yurko told me in no uncertain terms that I wasn't allowed to take any photos in any other rooms when she had to stay. She said I had to stay here. I think that's actually typed wrong. Hazel pouts. But she still has the authority to kick me out. Hazel plants her hands on her hips, her smile unwavering. I think she found out we tricked her, if any of those photos end up in the Sakura Daily. But try telling that to Hazel. She looks elated by this idea of hers. She's really desperate about helping me out. I figured she considered my presence here a nuisance. I expected her to try and shoo me away from the sports center. The moment I set my camera down, but apparently not. She wants to ensure that this article is the best it can be. That being the case, who am I to stop her? I am a little afraid of Yuriko. It's true, but it should be fine. I want to trust Hazel. I take these photos as quickly as I can, and then I'll be out of here in a perfect plan. It's a perfect plan. The changing rooms, as Hazel claimed, proved to be quite a good place to take extra shots. Hazel poses upon a wooden bench, a towel draped about her neck. She twists and turns this way and that, when I point the camera at her face. She alternates between standing and sitting, stretching, wiping her bow, and taking swigs from a bottle of water. She looks like an athlete who's just returned from a tennis court, basking in the glow of her victory. These pictures feel more personal than those of Hazel on the tennis courts, racket in hand. They all stagged, of course, but they feel charmingly candid. Hazel's smile doesn't falter. She's natural at this. If I didn't know she was a sportswoman, I easily mistake her for a model. As Hazel promised, the changing room is empty. Nobody comes in to bother us during our shoot. It's just the two of us. I'm so focused on my work, I filter everything else out. It feels like we're the only people left in the world. And that's a wrap. I finished taking the very last shoot when turning off my camera. Shot. Thanks Hazel for being so cooperative. I'm sure those photos turn out great. You done wonderfully. This is one of the best shoots I've had in a long time. I'm sure I will. This scenery should make you seem more approachable. The photos of you on the tennis court will show off your determined, serious side, but the photos of in the changing room should display your cheerful down-to-earth qualities. Side by side, these photos should make for a nice contrast. Exactly, you're pretty quick to catch on. Hazel thumbs me over shoulder. Thumps on her face burning. I'm not so sure about that. I'm just being honest. That's right. I glance at my watch. I only have a couple of minutes left until my appointed time with Hazel ends. I really should get going now, before Yuriko gets suspicious. You should probably get back to practicing too. Hazel sighs. You too, Hazel. Thank you very much. I turned to the entrance of the changing room, ready to leave, but... Oh, crap. Crap. My fingers freeze over the doorknob. My whole body tenses. I can hear Yuriko's voice from beyond the door. It's emanating from the hallway, and it's getting louder and louder with every passing second. Hazel? I hiss Hazel's name under my breath, my voice panicked. Yuriko's coming. I can hear her. She's going to find me. Hide? But where? I glanced around the changing room, wildly, where there don't seem to be many places to hide, other than under these benches, or maybe in a shower stall. I would not be able to hide in the shower stall, because your legs would be seen. While I ditch her, Yuriko's footsteps get closer and closer. The doorknob starting to turn. Shit. Shit. She's going to find me. She see that I disobeyed her orders, and then I've been in for it. And I will be able to work with Hazel again. She might even complain about my lack of professionalism to my boss. My career will be in tatters. This is it. This is the end. Can't keep going anymore. Wait, what? I feel a strong voice strong vice-like grip about my upper arm. What now? I'm hurled forth with inhuman strength when dragged into a dark, cramped, confined space. A metallic clang resounds around me. As at that precise moment, the door to the changing room opens. Yuriko must have entered the room. She's looking around for us, but she can't see us. That's because... Oh, come on. Couldn't I just have hidden me inside the locker? Hazel just pulled me into a nearby locker. The locker is cramped. I can scarcely move. My shoulders bump against the sides of the locker, and my legs are threaded helplessly with Hazel's. Threaded. Since Hazel pulled me into the locker after her back is pushed up against the wall. Given our current position, it must look like I'm pushing her down. Hazel's bosom is pushed against my chest. I can't see her. It's too dark, but I definitely feel her. We're even closer than a pair of lovers. There's barely any space between us. Given we've known one another for less than an hour, things sure are progressing fast. It's no wonder Hazel's breathing is so irregular. She sounds a little like she's having a panic attack. I can see Yuriko, but I can't hear her. I can't see Yuriko, but I can hear her. She peers about the changing room. The heels of her shoes clacking against the ground. Yuriko's heels clack smartly against the ground as she turns to leave. She closes the door behind her with a thud. Then the changing room is plunged once more into silence. I exhale heavily, my shoulders slumping with relief. That was close. I'm glad she didn't find us. Shall we get out of here, Hazel? But what? Are you alright? Hazel's body shifts beneath mine. Her bosom pushes against my chest more intimately than ever, and her knee nudges between my legs. Hazel's voice drops to a low, softly whisper. She winds her arm around my waist, pulling me closer. Hazel, what's going on here? I thought she was a lesbian. Was I wrong? If I didn't know any better, I think she's trying to flirt with me. What? Are you sick? Me? But what about Yuriko? Isn't she your partner? So I guess the rumors about Hazel being a lesbian weren't entirely accurate. Based on her confession, she must be bi. Okay, is this a skip because it was censored, or did she got her mind back straight? Hazel sits on a bench in the changing room, shoulders slumped and her hands on her face. I can just about see her cheeks through her crisscross fingers. They burning red with embarrassment. I didn't think Hazel was the sort to get flustered, but I must have misjudged her. She's more maidenly than her tomboy's demeanor suggests. Hazel lets her hands fall from her face. She looks up at me, eyes large and guilt-ridden, as she cries. Hey Hazel, it's alright. It's true it was sudden, but I don't really mind. It's not like I felt bad or anything. I mean every word. If I really wasn't into you, I wouldn't have pulled away. I would have pulled away. Though, to be honest, there wasn't that much room to pull away. The interior of that locker was very tight and narrow. But pressed against Hazel's body as I was, I could have opened to escape. I only needed to push the door open. The fact that I didn't should speak volumes. Hazel has no reason to feel ashamed. I'm okay with what happened. Really, don't beat yourself up. It's fine. I don't think any less of you, I swear. In fact, part of me would be opposed to doing that with Hazel again. Also, though preferably under better circumstances. The smell of sweat and moldy socks was a bit of a turn-off. It's fine. I'm used to it by now. Hazel's eyes widens. I'm afraid I am. If I'd been posed such a question only a few months ago, I would have laughed in derision. Me, a harem protagonist, I would have said, yeah, right, and there really is a rabbit that pounds motion on the moon. Now, however, I guess that wouldn't be entirely inaccurate. Hazel nods her head, one hand beneath her chin. Yuriko included. I don't know if lying on one's partner's... I don't know if lying to one's partner is a good practice, but after interrogating with Yuriko, I can understand why Hazel is so angsty. I wouldn't want to get on her bad side either. Sure, I can. If she found out, I'd be in trouble too. Speaking of which, I should probably go. I'm overstaying my welcome. According to my watch, it's about 10 minutes past 7. My twist in the locker with Hazel only lasts a few minutes, but it's put me well over my appointed hour. I should get back to work. My boss will be after these photos. Don't want to make Yuriko suspicious either. Only. Hazel gets her to her feet and takes a step towards me. She leans in arms linked behind her. Behind her back, then breathes in. Again with my smell here. I did wonder if Hazel had some sort of scent fetish, but I don't think there's anything all that special about my aroma. I doubt I smell of anything more than soup and cheap body spray. I'm a pretty average guy, I'm told. But Hazel's looking at me like I'm some sort of god. The glazed, flustered glance she's giving me is rather familiar. It reminds me of the first time I ran into Ayu after her concert. Could it be... Hey Hazel, I was wondering. This might sound stupid, so forgive me if it doesn't make any sense, but you're not a succubus, are you? Hazel's mouth falls open with obvious surprise. Her eyes widen to almost comic proportions as she stutters helplessly. Aha, I knew it. I had a hunch something fishy was going on, even since Hazel started pawing at me like a cat in heat. But it's nice to have a bit of confirmation. If Hazel was a little more calculating, she could have brushed aside my query with an aloof succubus. What's that? Everybody knows succubi don't exist, dummy. I was banking on her not doing that, though. She's way too earnest. Some might say stupid, for her own good. I've heard of this Succubus princess before. Marina mentioned her on a couple of occasions. And so has Ifumi. Ifumi herself used to be a Succubus princess before she abducted. I wonder what sort of person she is. Based on Hazel's panic, she must be quite frightening. Will I ever meet her? I turn this thought over idly in my head. But now's not the time to ponder such things. I need to calm Hazel down. If she makes too much noise, Yuriko might hear us and then it'll be game over for real. It's alright, Hazel, don't worry. I already know about you Succubi. It's not your fault. You really have. I had no idea you were a succubus at first, until you started talking about my smell. Marina said the same thing. That's what drew her to me. Hazel tips her head to one side. Yeah, she's approached me in the bar a month or so back, and we struck up a relationship of sorts. Struck up. She told me the truth about you Succubi. She also told me I had a unique scent, which can attract Succubi for some unknown reason. I don't understand my appeal myself, but I met a few Succubi since then. There's Ayu, Cosmos, and Ifumi too. It was strange at first, but I'm getting used to interacting with Succubi. I don't think you are that different from ordinary humans. I heard you're making me curious about her. I wonder if I ever may meet her. You think she would? Hazel claps her hand on my shoulders. Okay, but I think that will be it for this video, so hope you liked it, and if you did so leave a like to it as usual, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!